I'm going to do an exercise for American Mah Jongg using the 2024 National Mahjong League card. This exercise is called random pulls. The purpose is to practice identifying the strength in a dealt hand. The strength in a dealt hand can either be a predominant pattern, which would work with one of the categories on the card, or if you have multiples, which would be pair pung kong, target that, because American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples. If you're new to Mahjong, or if you already know how to play and just want to build your skills, consider subscribing to my channel. That way you won't miss anything. We're going to do this exercise 3 times. We'll be player 1, and then we'll alternate to player 2 and back to 1. So we'll get 14 tiles, then 13, and then 14. We have a flower, red dragon west, 2 4 in bams with a pair of 4s, 1 4 7 9 in cracks, 4 6 9 in dots with a pair of 4s. If these were your tiles, what would you focus on? And what would be your first pass? If these were my tiles, I would play like numbers with 4s. We have 2 pair and a single. We do have a flower. We even have a dragon and a wind. That would handle any one of the 3 hands in that category. The other thing I was thinking here is if we had an 8, we could maybe play a 2 4 6 8 hand, but there's no 8. That would be a gap, so I would not play that. Playing a gap hand is not ideal. You could paint yourself into a corner. I would rather choose a category with no gaps. The other thing I was thinking here would be to maybe play a year hand, because we have a 2 4 4 4. We could potentially play, for example, the 2nd or 3rd hand down under the year. So I would probably let the odd tiles go. So the 1, the 9, 7, 9 here. And I would keep the evens and of course all the 4s. So for my first pass, I would pass those. A little bit risky, but I think that would set us up for success for these tiles, targeting multiples. If you would have done something differently here, write pull 1 in the comment section below and let me know what you would do with these tiles. Flower, northwest, green, red, 3 5 7 8 in bams, 4 6 9 in dots, and a 9 crack. This is what I call a wide spread, no multiples. There's still something to work with. There's always something to work with. If these were your tiles, what would you focus on? And what would be your first pass? If these were my tiles, I think I would play consecutive run, 5 through 9. Hold all 5 through 9. It's a bit of a wide range, usually 4 numbers around your predominant pattern. So maybe the 5 won't work here, but we could maybe do a big odd hand. 5 7 9. Maybe keep the red dragon. Maybe even the green one, because if we get more 9s, we could maybe do like numbers with 9s, in which case I would keep the wins for half of news. The other thing I was thinking is maybe we could play 3, 6, 9, but that would be focused on 4 tiles versus more this way. So with 2 tiles to pass, clear discards anyway, we need to let something go. I think what I would do here is probably let the 6 go and focus on big odds or like numbers with 9s. If you would have done something differently with these tiles, write pull 2 in the comment section below and let me know what you would do. We have a joker, pair of flowers, east, west, south. We have 1, 2, 4 in cracks, pair 4, 2 dot, 3, 8, 9 in bams. If these were your tiles, what would you focus on and what would be your first pass? If these were my tiles, I would play something with the 4 crack and the flowers. We could maybe do news with 4s if we get another 4, but because that's a gap hand, no other 4, that would be a gap. I would keep options. For example, we could maybe do 2, 3, 4 mixed suit Kongs with flowers. We could also maybe do a year hand of some kind. We would need a white dragon. So I would pass the 1 crack with 8, 9 and hold the rest. See what comes in. So like numbers with 4s and news, gap hand, year hand, gap hand, because we have no white dragon, but we do have 2, 3, 4 flowers, mixed suit Kongs, third hand down on the right, no gaps. That's probably the strongest option. If you would do something differently with these tiles, write pull 3 in the comment section below and let me know what you would do. Since American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples, pair pung Kong, maybe even a quint, if you target multiples, when you first get your dealt hand, you're going to set yourself up for success. Look for a link in the video description below for how you can do this using your tiles at home, or you could even practice online at I Love Mahj. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.